Let's sip and converse.
Let's talk about it.
Sip and converse.
Welcome back. What's good? Welcome to another episode of Sip and Converse with my partner in crime, my homeboy, Mr. DJ Bridges. What's going on, DJ?
Hey, Crib.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. But before we get started, make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Tell
a friend to tell a friend to
tell somebody.
Follow us on social media, on YouTube,
yes,
and Buzzsprout.
Please.
Just anybody. Tap in, get your pen and pad ready, get ready to laugh, get ready to cry, get ready to have some impactful things going on. So what's been going on, DJ? We now in a nice part of the season. So what's been going on, my brother?
Hey, man. Just been enjoying life, man. I know you and I don't wait till we sip and converse on the set.
Right.
But just been able to just grow as brothers along with you in life, man. Just enjoying the things to be able to accomplish. Watching my goddaughter, your daughter, grow.
Bruh.
She almost to my shoulders.
She got some miracle grow going on. Growing her leg, getting taller and taller. I was thinking about something too, Crib. I know you like to run. So the other day I was at this other location. And then you know how you throw it in navigation and tell you how far you got to go?
Yeah.
And it was like 20 miles. And then I thought about them marathons. Y'all be like, who in their right mind want to run this far? Who want to do it? Especially
I'm guilty.
Yeah, you do. So let me ask you this. As we migrate and fold into our topic for today, how far did you run on your first date?
Ooh. Man, well, you know, I'm from the country part of North Carolina, so it wasn't no running to no first date. I had to ask my daddy, could I get his car? Wasn't no running.
Could I borrow the car?
Could I borrow the car?
What was the response?
Yes.
For our viewers out there, I know we got a viewer age range. Some of us in our age range, you're enjoying this part of it. Some of these folks that's not in our age range, like, borrow a car.
Yeah, borrow a car. And for those who grew up in the city, who have, you know, access to transportation, where I'm originally from, we didn't have access to transportation. So you had to either ask your parents, grandparents, uncle, aunt, hey, can I borrow the car? And with that, you had to earn the right to borrow the car. So either you had to be doing some household chores or washing their vehicle in order to be able to go on that first date.
Yeah, first dates. So, Chris, what's our topic for today?
It's first dates.
First dates.
Something that you're going to have to face soon in a few years. Not for yourself, but it's really going to be for yourself, because baby girl going to be...
You know how I'm coming to the door? Y'all remember the episode of Bad Boys when Martin and Will at the house? And that young man come knock on the door? Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Don't even talk about first dates, brother. I'm going to cry. I ain't even going to lie to you, dog.
You going to cry?
I'm going to cry in the car.
Well, you know what? On baby girl first date, I'm going to come over to your house and we can, react that episode of Martin.
We're going to react that episode. First date going to take place in the living room, and I will come sit right in between them. How this globe sitting in between us, it's going to be me, her, and him.
No, it ain't.
And we're going to watch the same movie together.
It's going to be you, me, and then her and him.
Put them in the middle.
Put them on the outside of you and I.
Oh, so extra space between.
Yes.
So first date. Well, let's dive on into this conversation. First dates.
Yeah.
Audience, get in the chat. What does it look like dating in 2026? I've been off the market a long time. 14, 15 years I've been off the market, married, plus another 2 years with the dating. Yeah, I've been out of the game for 16, 17 years almost.
Yeah, but we still have our ears to the streets.
Yeah. So what is dating in 2026?
Man, from what I've been seeing, and not just no particular gender, both genders, man. from what I'm seeing and hearing, no one's really setting any realistic goals.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's really expecting a whole lot right up from the start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They expecting a whole lot right from the start, and I don't get it. And the reason why I'm saying, just reflecting back to my first date, is that I know I was still in high school, but you know, first date, you were just excited just to hang out together. It wasn't trying to go to no 5-star restaurant, pay to get some hair and nails done, or none of that stuff. Just be able to hang out together. But in this day and age, I see young people expecting to get all those things on the first date. But I don't know where that has transitioned to what it is today.
You don't know social media. Because, the question goes back, like, what is dating in 2026? And I'll add to the caveat with if you want to put an undertitle of that, financially and physically.
Yeah.
If you're trying, and I'm going to speak directly to men, but if you're trying to impress, you already starting off on the wrong foot.
Exactly.
Because I remember, like you stated, I was just happy in the dating scene, middle school, high school. Oh, let's put some caveats around it.
Yeah.
Middle school, I was just happy to be outside walking beside you down the sidewalk.
Exactly.
That was the note. Do you like me? Yes or no? Fold it up real nicely and put it in the locker.
Yeah.
And hope you get a return letter, a return note. Then as you got in high school, the dating scene was, I got a girlfriend on Monday and got a girlfriend on Wednesday.
Oh.
In the same week.
Player.
And then you back with the first girlfriend on the fall. Nothing was serious.
Yeah.
But like you said, you watch social media, you see social media, you see society.
Yeah.
My wife and I, when we go out, we like to people watch.
Uh-huh.
So I love to watch and try to figure out who's on first dates.
Yeah.
Because you see the posture, you see the posturing.
Okay, because I was about to ask, how can you tell someone on their first date? But you just explained that.
Oh yeah, it's the posture. When you comfortable with somebody and got a good vibe, you could tell that they enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
When you could tell like it's maybe a first date or they trying to get to know each other, it's kind of some awkwardness there in their interactions.
Yeah.
Men, I'm gonna tell one of your secrets. All this rubbing of the chin, doing the Birdman hands. That's first date. That's first date activity. You're trying to impress.
And you shouldn't be. I'm glad you brought that up. Me, myself, I've always been authentic and always been myself, regardless of being the first date, second, third date, or married. I've never tried to be something I wasn't. Mm-hmm. And I watch, as you said, watch people watch, and you see people try to impress, go overboard, both genders, and doing all these extra things and make the first date seem like you've been together for 2 or 3 years already, where it shouldn't be. That should be a space where it really should be a time where you get to know each other.
Conversations.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Developing relationships at that point. Developing a relationship, not relationships. This is the time you really should be getting to knowing each other.
Mm-hmm. And it is, like you said, most guys and women too, they get into this role. You might as well get an Oscar award winning performance because oh boy, this is funny. It's funny, but not funny.
Okay.
But it's kind of sad to see it as well. We take this mentality that I gotta be a created character.
Yeah.
Instead of being consistent.
Yeah.
And I think most women want a man that's gonna be consistent. You don't have to be the best looking man. Just be the least distracted man on that date. Because these devices in our hands, I've been at dinner with my wife and we looking across, people watching, and you see a couple that's on a date, but neither one of them are talking to each other, but both of them got their phones.
We talked about it on the previous episode about the addiction
to social media.
Yeah.
And that's part of it because now, or you see them at the dinner table, I'm on a date, hypothetically, with a young lady, and we both over there doing this. Selfies. You can't even enjoy the moment because you're trying to capture the moment with a camera.
Yeah. When you actually should, and I still do this today when I go out on dates with my wife, is that I already have some topics that I want to discuss with her, and I save those topics to when we on a dinner date, so we have something to interact with each other. And like you just pointed out, I'm not on my phone. I'm not on my phone with her.
So DJ, during your first date time, was the topics who dating who in the celebrity world, or what are some good topics? That's a better question to put it. What are, in your opinion? Everybody got their own opinion. Yeah. Everybody want to move how they want to move. Yeah. You're welcome to move how you want to move. But what would be some good topics, in your opinion, if you had a son or a daughter and leading them up to their, Daddy, I'm about to go on my first date. What should I do? Because you know that level of nervousness is there. What should we talk about?
Well, in my opinion, I think on the first date, you should be getting to know more about the person, personal interests, and their backgrounds. That's important.
So, first date, should I be asking you what your credit score is?
Nah. No, that shouldn't come to play into, as you and I both know, to the courting season. That means you about ready to go up.
You done said a word that some of the listeners ain't following.
Oh, okay.
You gonna have to break down that courting stage.
Courting stage means
that's grandpa language.
When you get to the courting stage, that means you are seriously ready to be completely
plutonic.
Not plutonic.
Player lyrics.
Dedicated to this person only. That means that you really, there's no one else, nobody else. There's no one else. I'm totally into this person only. And means that it's possible that you're going to, walk down the aisle together or sit in front of somebody together.
So you got courting and you got dating.
Yes.
If you're dating, what's the rule of thumb of dating? How many people can I date if I'm dating?
That's one of those questions you should have asked at the first date on the first date.
So with the individual, am I serious? Are we? What are we doing? So basically going into this date with an actual plan.
Exactly.
Not that it's scripted, but you got a destination, because that's what, when I was on the dating scene, that was one thing that I always laid out front. Either, hey, I'm hungry, I don't want to eat by myself, you want to go out to eat with me.
Yeah.
Or it was like, hey, what you doing? Let's go hang out. I want to get to know you.
Exactly.
So to me, dating is, because I'm gonna play off the words you were saying, the courting and dating. To me, dating is I'm trying to figure out who's who.
Yes.
And it may be more than one person that I'm dating, but as a man, I was letting them know, you're not the only one that I'm hanging out with.
And that person, both of them should be honest with that.
Mm-hmm. Because when I was with my meeting my wife, who ended up being my wife, when we first started dating, I had a couple other people I was trying to figure out who's who.
Absolutely.
I had an interest in not just my wife.
Yeah.
But when I went out with my wife, it was like, I forgot about them other people I was, quote unquote, I thought I had an interest in.
Gotcha.
Because of what? Conversations. So then it was like, snip, snip. I'm focusing on this one because we went from the dating to the courting word.
But you just said a powerful word right there that most people fail to develop on a date. It's conversations. Mm-hmm. People don't know how to hold a good conversation. Mm-hmm. And if someone does, within the two people, do know how to have a good conversation, people don't know how to listen as someone is talking to them while on a date, because the other person most of the time is waiting to start talking about themselves versus listen to what the other person is sharing.
And, I learned in coaching, everyone loves to talk about themselves. So if I'm on a date, I'm going to ask questions for you to tell me about yourself.
There you go.
But like going back to me and my wife, before we ever went on a first physical date, we had several conversations, not because we couldn't get our schedules together. I was working nights. Mm-hmm. She was working in the day. So our work schedule wouldn't allow us to be able to date right away. So when we finally got together and went on our first dinner, it was like we had been hanging out with each other because of full-fledged conversations.
There you go.
We weren't doing a lot of text messaging in broken English or just sending text where I could be texting you, and you at the same time and get your conversations mixed up. But it was our conversations is what made us want to get together to meet up with each other.
Yes.
So going back to that, conversations, asking questions, what are some good places for first dates?
This is something that I encourage. Not really encourage women, but for the sake of transparency, I really encourage both genders, men and women, to meet in public places.
So the fella's gonna dislike you, man.
Well, it won't be the first time. Not only just meet in public places, but I also encourage both of them, if this is going to be the first date, a person that you've never been around, that you have not grown up with, that this is a total stranger, I encourage both parties to arrive or meet up in a public place in separate vehicles.
Separate vehicles, yeah.
Separate vehicles, or do a group thing.
So no first date Netflix and chill?
Nope. So unless someone that you really worked with before, like I said, grew up with, or might be a social worker. I'm not social worker, a co-worker or something.
Might need social workers, depending on how things go.
But if someone that you really don't know, like a lot of people meet someone online doing the dating, what you call it?
The dating phase.
Dating apps.
Oh, the
or whatever.
dating apps, gotcha.
Yeah, somebody you really don't know, meet in public places, and that way, because if the date is going wrong, then you can leave by yourself in your vehicle or Uber or Lyft, and not have to be in a vehicle with somebody that the date has gone wrong and it's going to be awkward going home.
Right. And I remember my pops used to tell my sisters, and I told them too, don't date somebody. Don't go out on no date if you don't got your own money.
Yes.
Because these new age folk will go out and run a tab up, and then they'll dip out on a tab and leave you there, or going back to dating with a purpose or having a destination. Meaning, are we dating for fun? Is this a Dutch old school, another word? Are we going 50-50 on this date?
Yes.
Are you expecting me to do 100% of the day? All that need to be clarified so you don't have no awkward moments. And when the bill comes, and speaking of that, bill comes, what are your thoughts on who should pay for the date? First date. Because we old school, so I know what our answer is going to be. First date, 2026.
Well, I was about to throw a question your way, but no. I'm gonna answer your question because my leeway was gonna be the expectations on the first date.
Okay, so we in the same ballpark.
Yes, and so who pays for the bill if you're going out to dinner? And so that's something that if you planning a date, I think having conversations, multiple conversations like you and Shantae had before y'all went on your first date, those things I think should be covered. Having conversation before you meet for a first date is, okay, we're going to go out on this date. And if I don't offer as a man to pay for dinner, then the other person should be having in mind, okay, DJ didn't offer to pay for this dinner, so I should be expected to pay for my whatever I order. I shouldn't assume that he's going to take care of my meal.
Oh, I know you had a question for me, but should a young lady automatically be prepared to cover her own expenses just in case you got a joker that don't do it?
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah,
because you can't. You shouldn't assume that off the bat, because if you didn't have that conversation before.
Because y'all still getting the first date, you're still getting to know each other.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Too many people assume because I'm the man, I should pay for the meal. And if someone listens to this, they're probably not going to agree with me, but I'm just being honest with you. You shouldn't assume that, because you can't take things for granted with people, because You don't know my background.
Right.
I could be trifling and expecting to mooch off you.
Or I might be the eat and dash type dude.
Yes.
And in today's society too, I hear a lot of the younger guys, a lot of younger folks say, who they live by the rule of thumb, whoever initiates the date should be the one to pay it. So if the young lady say, hey, I want to go and grab something to eat, some of the young guys would be like, you asked me out, so you pay. And some of the women say, you asked me out, you should pay.
Yes.
But I think it, like you said, it comes from having legitimate conversations and not looking, not being wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Not trying to be trifling.
Yes. But for as my character, if we're gonna go out on the first date, I'm gonna take care of the bill. That's part of my character.
Yeah, that's me too.
But I want listeners to know that everybody's not like DJ or Larry because these things are actually happening. And so my thing is understand the expectations, because a lot of people also expect on the first date, there might be some physical contacting. It might gonna be
they're looking for their return on their investment,
or I'm gonna get a kiss or whatever at the end of the day. That you shouldn't expect that. And I don't think that should happen now. The way things are going now in today's time, I don't think you should really expect that the first time on the first date either way.
Well, a lot of those assumptions have been reinforced or portrayed for what you see in movies and social media that first dates, and you hear people say it. Oh, hey, first date, if I'm buying some food, what I get?
Yeah, and you're right. I don't hear guys on social. I don't know why people post their business on social media, but I don't hear people on social media say, I done spent, from men that say, I done spent X amount of money.
I saw one the other day.
And you should know. And he said, several men have said, and you should know what you should have been.
I flew you out.
I done spent money. I done did all this. You ate well. You drank well. So you should know what's going to happen next. And I'm like, no. If y'all didn't talk about that.
But at the same time, you didn't talk about that too. And then sometimes in today's society, some folks are dating for the free meal. Some folks are leading on for the free trip. But if you got to bust a piggy bank out on the first date, you might be volunteering for a high interest loan that you can't keep up with for the rest of the relationship. Because most people going to expect what you did to get me is I also expect you to maintain me. Not like maintenance, but if we met and our thing was long walks, and that's what got us attracted to each other. Now that we dating and we past the dating, we're courting.
Yes.
Don't cut off my long walks.
Exactly. Don't do what attracted you together.
So if I came at you back in the day with a pocket full of money and I'm trying to big boy flex and we eating at all these high end places and you're getting flued out. Now we're together, you're going to expect the same style, the lifestyle.
Yeah.
But that goes back to people, basically portraying and faking on a like. So, just be honest.
I said that earlier, be authentic, be yourself. And the important thing is you need to make sure that you sip and converse before you have that first date.
Well, because going back to first date now, let's throw out some ideas for the folks that's looking to go on their first date. I got one for you. Be in college, I had a homeboy who was the head of the game. He was the head of the game.
Okay.
So his punchline for the day was like, you want to go for some ice cream? He was doing this in college.
And that's what we was doing. That's what we was doing back in my day. That's what we was doing in high school.
when you were younger.
Yeah.
Well, we chose ice cream then because that was all we could afford.
You should do it today.
You should do it today. But no, if for grown folks that's looking to go on a first date, instead of doing a dinner, do a breakfast. No, not her cooking you breakfast. We talking about first date.
I want my eggs scrambled hard with some cheese on it, please.
Y'all separate cars like DJ was suggesting. Meet up at a breakfast spot.
Yeah.
Because it's more genuine. The energy is better.
A lot of daylight.
Hopefully, neither one of y'all are on demon time, as the folks say, at 8 o'clock in the morning. But do something different. You know, get out of the same routine, the movies, which most folks don't do no more.
Yeah.
But, you know, the hookah spots, places with live music where you can sip, but it's hard to converse.
Yeah.
Because the music too loud.
Exactly.
What's one you think about, DJ, if you had to press the reset button and go on your first date again, or recommendations, what would it be?
Well, you brought up a good one just a few minutes ago. Been doing something active like walking or you know, walking that's out in the public. Depends on where you live at in the United States or in the world. Just doing an activity that's within a public area where it's not too crowded, and like you said, when you're able to hear over music or loud crowd, just to be in an active place that doesn't require to dip in spend a huge budget, but still be able to enjoy each other. Yep.
And my last suggestion: as you go on your first date, pull out your mobile device, sit beside each other, and tune into Sip and Converse Podcast.
Yes,
because that's a great way for y'all to sit there beside each other, up close, looking at the phone as you listen to our podcast, and then have a conversation about it. So that rolls right in. You know what I mean, Crib?
Yes.
So with that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tune in on their first date watching Sip and Converse.
Yes.
Until then. Next time, peace out.
Enjoy it.
Let's sip and converse.
Let's talk about it.
Sip and converse.